Imagine turning AI for Jazan agriculture or blockchain for Islamic finance into a concrete, defensible PhD thesis. In this course, you'll build 15 such blueprints, each aligned with Saudi Vision 2030 and grounded in real problems faced by Jazan and the wider kingdom. We'll treat research as a bridge between Saudi Vision 2030 and everyday challenges in Jazan. Your PhD work should not be abstract. It should help real sectors like agriculture, logistics, ports, and tourism with concrete, technology-enabled solutions that reflect local realities. Think of the methodology we'll use as a funnel. You might begin with a vague idea like blockchain for farms. First, you anchor it in context. Vision 2030, Jazan's needs, and real stakeholders. Then you sharpen the problem statement, map the literature to find gaps, and propose a testable architecture. The outcome is a rigorous PhD blueprint you can defend, implement, and publish around. To keep things consistent, every project in this course will use the same three-layer tech stack. At the bottom, you plan data and infrastructure, which databases, sensors, blockchains, and cloud services your thesis will depend on. In the middle, you design the AI and smart contracts that implement the actual intelligence and rules. At the top, you define interfaces, dashboards, APIs, or mobile apps where Saudi stakeholders will actually experience the impact. Consider a Saudi SME applying for financing. An explainable AI model can combine POS data, invoices, and utility payments to generate a fair, transparent credit score, even without a long credit history. After approval, Murabaha contracts move to blockchain, where every asset transfer and profit share is logged, auditable, and Sharia compliant by design. Now picture a Jazan coffee farmer. IoT sensors track soil moisture and weather, and an AI model decides exactly when and how much to irrigate. Water use drops and yield improves. As those beans move toward export, every handling step is written to a blockchain, so buyers can verify origin, halal compliance, and quality instantly. You could also work with the Jazan municipality. One thesis might train deep learning models on camera and sensor data to predict congestion at specific intersections, then simulate adaptive signal plans. Another could design blockchain smart contracts that let households trade surplus rooftop solar energy, testing different pricing and settlement mechanisms. Some projects focus on privacy-preserving AI, also called federated learning. Instead of sending patient data to a central server, we send the model to each hospital. It learns from local records, updates its parameters, and returns only those updates, well suited for diabetes and chronic disease management. Now imagine a pilgrim arriving in Mecca with diabetes, while their records sit in Jazan and Riyadh. With blockchain-based longitudinal records, a simple QR code can grant instant, trusted access. Normally, only the patient controls sharing, but a break glass override lets authorized doctors see essential data during emergencies, with every access fully logged. Here's how two of these blueprints translate into visible impact. Adaptive learning. AI quietly analyzes university data and nudges instructors before a student fails. A bilingual tourism agent does something similar for visitors, surfacing the right cultural insight in the right language at exactly the right moment. Security blueprints add another layer of protection. Picture a coordinated cyber attack on desalination plants, refineries, and the power grid in Saudi Arabia. Traditional rules might miss it. An AI-driven threat intelligence system learns normal behavior across all these assets, then flags subtle, never-seen-before patterns early enough for operators to respond and keep essential services running. Identity and credential projects address trust at scale. Universities and employers struggle with fake degrees and slow manual checks. Self-sovereign identity uses blockchain to make credentials verifiable, tamper-evident, and instantly shareable. Graduates hold their own proofs in a digital wallet, while employers can trust a degree's authenticity in seconds, even across borders and institutions. Regulatory technology, RegTech, connects policy to practice. Imagine a Saudi bank facing hundreds of pages of new SAMA or NCA rules. NLP reads those documents, extracts obligations, and links them to specific controls and logs inside the bank. As regulations change, the system flags gaps automatically, reducing manual review effort while maintaining a clear, auditable compliance trail. All 15 blueprints fit together as one coherent research program. Fintech projects modernize Islamic finance. Agritech blueprints protect water and food security. Smart city work targets mobility and energy. Health tech projects tackle chronic disease and data sharing. Security and identity projects safeguard all of them. Across these domains, the common spine is AI, blockchain, and IoT, aligned with Saudi Vision 2030. Your PhD isn't just a thesis. It can reshape systems in Jazan and beyond. The question now is, which blueprint will you turn into a real prototype first? And who in Saudi Arabia will benefit most from your work?